how to create a construction project charter in simple steps. Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. I am Dr. Jose Torres, you can call me Pepe Torres. Today, we will dive into the exciting world of construction project management and learn together how to create a project charter in a simple but effective way. This document is like the map that guides the entire project from the beginning to the end. It is the general notes of the project. So without further ado, let's get started. What is a project charter? The charter is like a baby's birth certificate, but in this case a project. What is the importance of charter in the management of construction projects? It is important to recognize the project as unique. Benefits of having a well-defined charter from the beginning of a project. Helps have a charter to formally establish the start of a project. Key elements of a construction project charter. Project objectives, scope of the project, schedule and important milestones, necessary resources as human, material, financial, etc., stakeholders and their roles and responsibilities, identify risks and mitigation strategies. Simple steps to create a project charter. The first thing you have to do is step 1, gather initial information, 2, define SMART goals, 3, establish the project scope, 4, develop a preliminary schedule, 5, identify needed resources, 6, identify stakeholders and their expectations, 7, assess and manage risks, document all information as 8. Practical example, creation of a charter for the construction of a residential building. Project descriptions. Let's say, for example, a residential project of 140 square meters of construction with an investment of 2 million. Specific objectives in the project. Finish within a period of 9 months with grade 5 quality. Finish the project at cost and meeting the comfort needs requested by the client. Project scope. In this section, the main deliverables are described here as type of building, location, size, characteristics, etc. Tentative schedule. Main phases of the project and estimated deadlines, which in this example would be 9 months. The necessary resources. Key personnel, materials, equipment, budget, etc. Stakeholders involved and their roles. The main one would be the client, the supplier, and contractor, etc. Identify risk and mitigation strategies. For example, the rains delays the pouring, or there is an accident in the construction site. Let's see an example.
We will see now the project charter. These have different points that needs to be reviewed by the team on construction. We have here the objective of the project, and as an example, we are putting here that finish the project, the 140 square meters house of construction in 9 months within a cost of 2 million. Then we have deliverables, but it is divided by 3 main topics. The first one is planning, then the design and permits, and then construction. The first in planning, as an example, we will deliver a time plan, cost plan, and quality plan. In the design and permits phase, we will deliver renders and 2D designs for customer approval. And regarding permits, we will have the construction permit before the start of work. And in the construction phase, delivery walls, slab and structure according to the plan authorized by the client. This is one of the delivery that we will do. And the second one is deliver finishes and furniture authorized by the customer. Now we'll carry on the next point, that is, in this case, is teamwork. This we have the main important stakeholders on the project is the sponsor, client, procurement, construction department, and project manager. We need to fill in this information as name, company, and email. This is very important to know who you are going to work with, because this is going to help everybody to streamline the communication. So if we do this in the start of the project, we'll help everybody to understand and to know who you will be working with. Then it comes the assumptions. In this step, we put these two examples. The one, it is supposed that the rains and heat will be like the previous 5 years. It is supposed that they will not be atypical. And as a second example is material prices are assumed not to be affected during construction. Now we carry on with the restrictions. As an example, the restrictions is that there is a budget only of 2 millions. So you cannot overrun about this budget that we have. As a second example is it must be finished in a maximum time of 9 months. So this is a restriction that we cannot pass these months, so we need to finish in total in 9 months. Then comes the client expectations. The client expectations, when we ask, as an example, he mentioned, have a quality in the construction project like that seen in the samples and renderings. I put this example because, having a render is done by a computer, and having a construction project is done different hands and is not always the same. So if the client expectations are high in this phase, we need to tell since the beginning that it's not going to be exactly the same as the renderings. So we need to put the client with the correct expectations.
Importance of keeping the charter updated. Periodic review of the charter as the project progress, adjustments according to changes in the scope, resources of conditions of the project, constant communication with stakeholders to keep them informed and engaged. Final recommendations. Recap the key steps to create a construction project charter by documenting for a guide. Convey to the client the importance of having a project charter, which is the formality of the start of a project. Request the client's signature and you also sign it. This would be the ideal of this document. Let's do it. Start your next construction project with a solid charter and make it a success. Conclusion. Creating a construction project charter may seem complicated at first, but with this simple guide and a little practice, you will be on your way to more effective and successful project management. Remember, the charter is your compass on the project journey, so take the time to craft it correctly and get ready to achieve your goals. Thank you very much.